Welcome to Daisy Town in Elkmont, Tennessee in the Great Smoky Mountains. Daisy Town was originally built by the Little River Lumber Company in the early 1900s to house the employees who worked in the logging operations. The company owned thousands of acres of land in the area and built a railroad network to transport logs to the mills. The exact origin of the name Daisy Town is unclear, but it is believed to have been given to the area by the early residents who lived there. One theory is that the town was named after a woman named Daisy, who was a prominent resident or business owner in the area. Another theory is that the name was chosen because of the abundance of daisies that grew in the surrounding meadows during the summer months. Daisy Town was home to the historic Appalachian Club that was chartered in the early 1900s by prominent men like politicians, lawyers, artists, professors, and businessmen, mainly from the Knoxville, Tennessee area. W.B. Townsend was the owner of the Little River Lumber Company, where he also became a member of the Appalachian Club, and he leased logging land to the club to create a hunting and fishing resort. That in turn led to Knoxville families building vacation homes along Jakes Creek. So between 1910 and 1935, almost 80 cabins were built. At first, families would arrive by a 3-hour train trip that was operated by the lumber company. But when the logging operations in the area ended in 1925, the railroad tracks were removed and families began driving their cars to their vacation cabins. Cabin owners brought clothes and supplies to stay the entire summer. Many would also bring their servants, who often stayed in a separate house behind the main cabin, and they would care for their children. The resort town had quite a few amenities too, like a hotel and a swimming pool. It also had a clubhouse at which the residents could have parties. In the mid-1900s, the National Park Service purchased the land from the owners and allowed the former residents to lease their cabins for 20 years. In the 1990s, when the leases expired, the remaining cabins were vacated. And today, the Park Service has restored many of these cabins and buildings of Daisy Town as part of the Elkmont Historic District, so hikers and park visitors can come and see the area's history. I do recommend visiting the bygone historical days of Daisy Town if you're in the area. It is really fascinating. Thank you for watching, and look for my next adventure in Smoky Mountain World. Make a great journey.